Hello to all my Giants supporters out there. We finally got one. We got a second one actually in the building, which really brings our boy Tommy DeVito sort of kind of towards the practice squad possibly. But at first I was angry, I must admit, because we moved from Daniel Jones and then we got somebody that he beat. This was a surprise. I wasn't expecting this. I was fearing it, but I was not expecting it. So this came out of left field. So we got Jameis Winston. Yes, Jameis Winston. At first, I was a bit disappointed. Jameis Winston? For real? Is that what we have come to? Is that where we are in life with the New York Football Giants? That was going through my mind. And the whole like Barkley ordeal when he asked him, and New York needs a quarterback, and boom, now we got the same guy he was talking about. But at the end of the day, the facts still remain. There's only two quarterbacks: Tommy DeVito, which could be a third string, a second string at best, or a practice squad player that could come in if we have those injury years, which we seem to have a lot of. I don't know why. There's something in New York. It just seems to just continuously keep happening. But so we got Jameis Winston. We can still, and we only got him for $8 million for 2 years. So that's $4 million. That doesn't do anything. If anything, he's going to be great for the young buck that we're going to get out the draft. So it's actually not a bad move, really. If you really look at it, you got to look at Jameis Winston at worst case scenario, a second string or a third string. Worst case scenario. Best case scenario, he has one of those crazy turnaround seasons that Geno Smith had, and he just happened to have it with Brian Dable and the Giants. That would be really nice. But also, even if we didn't pick up another veteran quarterback that would compete with Winston, we're still going to have the young buck competing with Winston. So if we don't get another veteran quarterback and we got more cap space now to actually, even entertain even Russell Wilson still. Like, it doesn't mean that we just say no to all the quarterback. We got our guy. No, Jameis Winston is not our guy, okay? Definitely is not our guy, but he's there and he will help out. He's an energetic quarterback. He slings it. So if we are behind and we got nothing left, our quarterback is hurt, he's the perfect guy to come in and just start slinging it. Whatever happens, happens. But you never know. Maybe Brian Dable shape him up. Maybe he'll turn him into the number one pick that he originally was. You'll never know in this league. He's still surviving, so he got this job. And I think we're in good shape. I think we can get another veteran quarterback, and then we can draft a quarterback, and then we have 3 quarterbacks. We can put Tommy DeVito right in the practice squad. Or he can compete with the 3 quarterbacks and see who's going to go to the practice squad. That will be, I feel like, best case scenario. I think for the money they paid for this deal, I think it's a good deal. I don't think it's a deal that is going to, because I see a lot, people are saying that the Giants just got a quarterback who never had a winning season, and they just lost their job. Yup, they done. And Brian Dable is out of here. Joe Shane, they just lost their job. What do you mean just lost their job? Because they got Jameis Winston for $8 million for 2 years? $4 million a year? What's $4 million a year? Look at the other quarterbacks around the league. 50, 60 mil a year. Talking about $4 mil. That's great for a backup. That's pretty much a Drew Lock, right? I mean, if you want to pay $7 mil a year or $8 mil, you can even get a Tyrod Taylor, possibly. But I don't think he'll leave the Jets. But I'm saying though, it's this is not our quarterback. Like, we didn't get this guy, and this guy's gonna lead us to something great. I mean, I hope he does. I mean, if Jameis Winston turns his career around with the New York Football Giants, and he shows some magic that our young drafted quarterback is going to get inspired by, that will be best case scenario for the New York Football Giants, right? Best case scenario. What? Jameis Winston raising the buck, showing him how to win championship? Oh, yeah, calm down. Crashing the car now. Calm down. Yeah, it's rough out here, but it's not too bad though. I think the Jameis Winston is good, and I think the defense got beefed up. I think the Javon Holland and the Debo signing, Paulson Debo, like those are good signings. The Humphrey, the recent one, that's not gonna be much, but it's gonna help with the special teams. It's gonna give depth to the wide receivers, and who knows? He might not make it. He might be in a practice squad, but who knows? What the fact is, all these players are brand new, so there's gonna be a new energy. Like you're not gonna have Winston, because I'm telling you right now, if Jameis Winston goes out there and for some reason he can't throw over 100 yards and he cannot throw no touchdowns, and I wouldn't know what to say at that point. There's something supernaturally wrong with the New York Football Giants, if that is the case, which I don't think it will be. James Winston out there, but who knows? He might not even be the guy starting for us. We don't know who is going to start for us. That's a blessing and that's a good thing, but it's also a curse and it's a bad thing for certain, because you really don't know. We are shaping our next 5-10 years right now within the New York Football Giants, and we are shaping it with a team that is basically 1 foot out the door, like not 1 foot out the door, like they're not committed. I mean, like they about to get fired. So like they on their last leg, I mean, hopefully they got a good plan. Hopefully Jameis Winston will be a great backup for the next couple of years. And hopefully we'll get I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been bouncing everywhere, so I cannot give you a definite answer. But from watching highlights, because I don't watch college tapes, so like I'm not the guy who's watching. I don't know who they playing against. I don't know if their competition is weak. I don't know what kind of highlights they showing. Maybe they're not showing the bad highlights. Obviously, they're only going to show the great highlights. But the way Shedeur Sanders throws that ball, I really would love to see what that looks like with the New York Football Giants. I don't know. There's something about that kid. There's something that tells me he might be the guy. I don't know. Wars is good too. Cam Wars is good too. But like, I just don't feel like he has that snap of the wrist like Shedeur does. I mean, his deep throw is a thing of beauty. So I don't know. I'm leaning towards a Shedeur Sanders, Hunter, Abdul Carter, any of those three. At this point, I'd be happy. Before, I just wanted Hunter or Abdul Carter, and then later down the road, pick a quarterback. In my personal opinion, from what I've watched, which I haven't watched much, I'm not a scout on any of that, but I think the Oregon quarterback is going to be a good quarterback in the NFL. And we'll see 3-4 years from now. But that Oregon quarterback, I believe is Gilbert or something like that. He's nice. With the Oregon Ducks, he's nice. I like the way he throws the ball, and I like the way Sanders throws the ball. And plus, what's crazy is how could we not get Sanders, right? When he was throwing the ball with Neighbors, that was a bit, like for me, wasn't really my damn, I don't know. I don't know if I would have did that. But nevertheless, I really thought about it. I'm like, he wants to play with him. Like he wants to do this thing, right? This quarterbacking thing for this franchise, this New York Football Giants. He wants to do it. And he wants his weapon, Neighbors, which we got. He wants to do this. So like, I'm looking at him throwing the ball with Neighbors a little bit different now. Now, I'm not saying we're going to take him, not take him. I just think that the way he throws the ball, he throws a beautiful ball. And he's Deion Sanders' son. What do you think? He's not focused? What do you think? He's not prepared? What do you think? It's Deion Sanders. If Deion Sanders believes in Eli, I believe in Sanders. Straight up, just like that. If he believes in Eli, I believe in Sanders. So, listen, however it may come this year, we got to turn this thing around. Can you imagine getting back at all of these pricks that have won things after they left us. Can you imagine bringing that fifth trophy to the home base? All that misery just fades. All that misery just goes away. I know it's a pipe dream for sure. It's a pipe dream, but what else we gonna do? Live nightmares or dream good dreams? You know, I think good dreams is better. But anyways, guys, hopefully everything works out for the New York Football Giants. Shout out to all the real New York Football Giants supporters. Let's support Jameis Winston. He's our quarterback now. So whoever is our quarterback, we just got to support him straight up. Whoever plays for us, let's just support him. Let's give him motivation. Let's give him inspiration. Let's give him, they already got determination, but let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's bring that fifth one home. Okay? Whatever it takes. If it's not this year, next year, the year after, whatever it takes. Let's bring that fifth one home. Let's focus on that. Anyways, shout out to the New York Football Giants. Guys, I gave you my thoughts. You give me your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell everybody about Culture of Excellence. Until next time.